Well, joining us now is development consultant and public affairs analyst Jide Ojo. Good evening, Mr. Jide Ojo, and thanks for joining us on Newsnight.
It's my pleasure. Good evening.
Well, we all watched that report, and I don't know about yourself and Adiswa, but I just kept thinking, can Nigerians get a break, right? We have a country that feels overburdened. We pay for our own electricity, water, we're paying premium for fuel, other basic amenities. Is it fair to ask citizens to pay additional fees for road usage? Are we going backwards? Are we going forward? And we heard the speaker there saying this would give the Nigerian government opportunity for revenue to maintain the roads. Is this justification? Is this justified for this decision that the government is making?
Thank you. I really empathize with Nigerians. I'm also one of us. So I'm also a patriot, and what a time to be alive. Rising cost of living has left many of us pulverized, and ordinarily we should be exempted from some of these payments. You know, we're just discussing the telecom tariff hike, electricity increase, and all of that. But sincerely speaking, in good conscience, I will say paying toll at the road is justified. I happen to have traveled on that road last September, and I'm sure the people of Makurdi would joyfully pay, because that has reduced the travel time by at least 2 hours. You can go to Makurdi and come back same day because of the smoothness of that road. But it's not just about revenue. You see, toll gate also has the additional value of helping to curb insecurity. Because imagine anyone who kidnaps will not want to go that route, knowing full well you will stop at about 4 different places.
Points, yeah.
And then, aside from that, it also provides opportunity for small and medium enterprises. People will be selling, you know, there will be a small market around those places for communities to also make some little income. The good news for this, I was worried when I heard long time ago that this was going to happen. I told myself, I hope this will not be the cash-based ticketing system.
Cashless.
That brings me to the question, because it jumps at you when they say this is 100% cashless.
Yeah.
For an economy that has not achieved the cashless policy in several years, how feasible is this? I mean, did that also jump at you when you saw 100% cashless?
It jumps at me, but I think I've not seen how the modalities for the operation. I just hope that this will actually be the transaction, the online payment platform will be seamless. Because if what we experience in terms of downtime on internet access and transfers is anything to go by, I think they must find a way around that. Maybe people will have to buy like carry card in Lagos. I was in Lagos over the weekend, and I experienced the Blue Rail. So you have a preloaded card, and then so you access and all of that. Maybe that's something they can think through. Or if there will be functional online payment system that will be seamless, that will not end up delaying people unnecessarily because there is a downtime on internet payment and all of that. But I know the one operated by FAN going to the airport is cash based. Yes. So you pay cash, you get your change, and they get you the ticket. So for it to be cashless is commendable, but I hope they have done the feasibility. to ensure that this will be seamless. Because why I support cashless is that 21 years ago, 25 years ago, when it was cash-based, you have some of these ticketing officers at the toll gate helping themselves.
Corruption.
Corruption. They were selling more tickets of the one they printed for themselves than the one of government. Which is why Obasanjo regime said, look, this is a cesspool of corruption, and decided to demolish. But remember, Obasanjo did not just demolish. He was at that time trying to foist on us what they call fuel tax or something.
Yes.
So it was to replace. He said he was going to. We were going to be paying fuel tax so that it will be part of what we purchase when we buy fuel. But this time around, that we have thought it through in 21 years to bring it back. I think what we should be pressing for is judicious maintenance of those roads, because the whole essence of HDMI that they have tried to sell to us is that so that we can have very smooth road network. And we do know that given the, is it over 350,000 network of federal roads, and given the budgetary allocation, which is highly inadequate, you need to bring in PPP, you know, public-private partnership. And this private enterprise wants to make their own money. They are not Father Christmas, they are not running charities. So they must have a way of recouping their investment. And if by tolling they can generate their own income, I think what we should be more concerned with is transparency and accountability in the entire value chain, so that we know how much is being made from each of those roads in 1 year.
We understand that, but we must consider the cumulative effect to Nigerians. A commercial driver plying that route daily will have to factor in toll costs, right? Which would lead to increased transport fares. In turn, affect prices of goods, services, and what have you. And so, more than the modalities of payment, accountability, transparency of the funds that are coming in and how that road is being maintained, we also have to factor in the Nigerian people that are always bearing the brunt of this cost.
But let me flip it. Let's flip. People on that route going through Akwanga to Jos will tell you they would rather have that kind of road network leading to Jos, where and they're paying than to have it in a deplorable situation that road network to Jos is. Because what you spend maintaining your vehicles because of bad roads is far higher. And in this report, you have seen the concession that was given to commercial vehicles, that they pay, is it 30% or 50% discount on that route. And then the tricycles and motorbikes were exempted. So that is already kind of propos. But we cannot have our cake and have it. It's better to have smooth roads that is well maintained, where there's accountability, and then you can fund expansion of many more federal roads than to leave it in deplorable situation and then having the mechanic feeding off you every travel you make.
Share the car with the mechanic. I think the former Federal Minister of Works buttresses your point when he said that there was a willingness to pay survey. That's talking about Minister Fashola during the Muhammadu Buhari administration.
Exactly.
So a lot of people would rather prefer to have good roads.
I'm one of them anyway.
Great. Thank you so much for being on the news tonight. Development consultant and public affairs analyst Jide Ojo.